Hello and welcome back. So this is going to be a dupes video for the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault, the Dark Magic palette. I chose this one because I feel like it's the most unique in the collection. So yeah, I wanted to dupe it, and I've done dupes videos for the Natasha Denona Tropic palette and the Urban Decay Backtalk palette, and I am using mostly Coastal Scents Hot Pots except for a few. These aren't exact, but I think they're pretty close. It makes me feel like I don't need this particular palette. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first color is pretty much just like a peachy matte color that you could set your eyeshadow with or use as a brow bone color. It's not really showing up very well in here, but I'll show swatches. This is Colourpop Full Zip. Okay, the second color is a silver, and this is one of the ones I don't have in a single. I realized I only have one true silver in my collection, and it is this color here in this NYX Avant Pop palette. But I do know that Coastal Scents has multiple silver eyeshadows. I just don't own any of them. This one is actually not the best quality. I did wear it the other day, and you do have to really build it up. But it's the only silver I have, so I wear it. Okay, next up, it's a matte kind of medium brown, and this is Coastal Scents Oatmeal Tan. I love this color. This is such a good shadow right here. I think Coastal Scents Hot Pots are amazing quality, by the way. I have quite a few. They're way better than their palettes, I think. Okay, next up is a turquoise metallic color. And for this one, I chose the one in the Dream Street Kathleen Lights palette from Colourpop. That's Mermaid Boy. I've seen colors like this in a lot of palettes. I don't own one in a single, but most people probably have one of these colors. It's almost kind of like the MAC Blue-Brown Pigment, but not quite. But they are really pretty colors, so. Okay, next up, this one is probably not super close to the one in the palette, but I think you could get a similar look. So the one in the palette looks like a gunmetal metallic. I don't quite have a color like that, but this is Coastal Scents Platinum Blue. It looks pretty blue in this, but in the swatch it doesn't look as blue, I think. So it's kind of giving that gunmetal vibe, but it's more blue, I think, than the one in her palette. Next up, I think this one is pretty close. It's maybe a bit darker. There's a matte kind of almost olive green color. It looks super pretty, but I feel like Coastal Scents Olivewood is really similar. And the swatch on this one you're gonna see is not the best, but this performs amazing on the eye. And I think that's so true of so many eyeshadows. I did see that people were kind of saying that her swatches in her video looked not that great, but honestly, I just look at swatches to see the color. What matters is how it works on the eye. This one also does not swatch great, but is amazing on the eye. I love that color. Okay, I think this one that I picked for the next color, it's a matte dark blue in her palette. This one's a bit more blue, but it's really pretty. I think you could get a similar look. This is Coastal Scents Indigo. Again, this one doesn't swatch great, but it looks really good on the eyes. Okay, the next color in her palette was kind of hard to tell if it was even metallic or a satin. It looked like a very dark, slightly metallic blue, so I picked Coastal Scents Rainstorm. This is such a pretty color, and again, this one did not swatch great, but it's a really good color. Okay, one more. The last color in the palette is a matte black, so I just didn't even pick that because even if you own 3 palettes, you probably have a matte black. But the next one is a dark brown. This one is Chocolatier by Coastal Scents, and this is a really good quality eyeshadow. I love it. So yeah, it's a dark brown. So yeah, those are my dupes for the Morphe Dark Magic palette. Let me know, are you guys gonna get anything from this collection? I do think it's cool that you can get the whole vault together, or you can just buy 1 or 2 palettes. I'm thinking about it, but part of me is thinking it's probably gonna show up at Ulta in a month or 2, just like her palette did. And I have a feeling the day of release, it's gonna all sell out and it's gonna be a whole thing. So I don't know, but if I do get one, actually the one I want the most is a purple palette. I thought about duping that one as well, but I don't have that many purple eyeshadows, so I decided not to. So then I thought, well, maybe I would get that one because I do love purple. So at this point, I have no idea. Tell me what you think. Are you going to get anything from this collection? And yeah, thanks for watching.